What a fast-paced and physical first half here in Arlington as the Dallas Wings came out aggressive on both ends of the floor, building an early lead against the Washington Mystics. From the opening tip, Dallas looked determined to push the tempo, and it started with their transition offense. Arike Ogunbowale immediately made her presence felt, forcing turnovers and attacking downhill for easy buckets. The Wings are one of the league leaders in fast breakpoints, and they showed exactly why tonight. On the other side, Washington struggled to settle into rhythm offensively. The Mystics committed costly turnovers early, and Dallas capitalized over and over again. Paige Bueckers looked smooth and composed in the mid-range, knocking down tough jumpers and controlling the offense with confidence. Shepard also provided huge energy inside, battling on the glass and creating second-chance opportunities. Shakira Austin tried to keep Washington close with strong post play. She showed off improved footwork and strength around the rim, scoring through contact and controlling the paint whenever she touched the ball deep. Arike Fudd also chipped in with hustle plays and offensive rebounds, but the Mystics just couldn't stop the bleeding from turnovers. Defensively, Dallas turned up the pressure all quarter long. Odyssey Sims and the Wings guards stayed active in passing lanes, forcing Washington into rushed decisions. Every mistake seemed to lead to another Dallas fast break. The Wings' defensive intensity completely changed the flow of the game. As the second quarter rolled on, Washington finally started finding some rhythm. Sonia Citron and Georgia Amore pushed the pace better, while Austin continued dominating inside. The Mystics briefly cut into the deficit thanks to improved ball movement and second-chance points. But every time Washington made a push, Dallas answered. Maddie Siegrist came off the bench firing, knocking down big shots from outside and bringing instant offense. Azzi Fudd also started heating up with her smooth jumper, while Paige Bueckers drained a huge three late in the quarter after great ball movement. One major storyline in this game has been turnovers. Washington entered tonight averaging the most turnovers in the WNBA, and that problem showed up again in a huge way during the first half. Dallas converted those mistakes into easy transition buckets, and that became the difference on the scoreboard. Another key factor has been Dallas' depth. Whether it was Shepard battling inside, Siegrist providing offense, or Fudd stretching the floor, the Wings got contributions from everywhere. Coach Jose Fernandez emphasized accountability and chemistry after their recent losses, and tonight the team responded with much sharper execution. Meanwhile, Washington showed flashes of promise, especially through Shakira Austin's interior dominance and the hustle from their young core, but they'll need to protect the basketball much better in the second half if they want any chance at a comeback. At halftime, the Dallas Wings hold the momentum after an explosive and disciplined first-half performance. The Mystics still have fight left, but Dallas looks locked in and hungry for their first home win of the season. The second half is underway in Arlington, and the Dallas Wings are continuing to show why they look like one of the most dangerous offensive teams in the league. Head coach Jose Fernandez has to be thrilled with what he's seeing so far. Even with a few careless turnovers, Dallas has controlled the tempo, defended aggressively, and turned defense into offense all night long. Georgia Amore finally gets on the board in style. Smooth crossover against the veteran Odyssey Sims and knocks down the triple. That's confidence from the rookie guard right there. But every time Washington threatens to build momentum, Paige Bueckers answers. The rookie sensation continues to dominate the mid-range game, pulling up with that effortless jumper she's become known for. She's just so calm, so controlled, and so efficient. Shakira Austin keeps battling inside for the Mystics. She's doing everything she can to keep Washington alive, scoring through contact, attacking mismatches, and crashing the paint. Austin's footwork and touch around the basket have been impressive throughout this game. Meanwhile, Dallas continues to push the pace. Arike Ogunbowale races coast to coast for another bucket, and that transition attack is fueled by the Wings' defense forcing one-and-done possessions. One major storyline tonight has been the dominance of Shepard. She's been absolutely everywhere, grabbing offensive rebounds, creating second chances, making smart passes, and controlling the glass. Her hustle has completely changed the flow of this game. And how about the chemistry developing for Dallas? The ball movement has been beautiful. Extra passes, quick decisions, and excellent spacing are creating open looks for everyone on the floor. Azzi Fudd is starting to settle in as well. The rookie guard is showing flashes of elite shot-making ability, knocking down jumpers and attacking closeouts with confidence. Coach Fernandez said patience would be key with her development, and tonight we're seeing exactly why Dallas is so excited about her future. Washington has had opportunities. Sonia Citron hits a tough pull-up over Bueckers, Arike Fudd continues to battle on the boards, and the Mystics are creating decent looks offensively. But turnovers and missed opportunities in transition continue to haunt them. And once again, Paige Bueckers takes over late in the quarter. Deep three-pointer from the rookie star, and the crowd here in Arlington is loving every second of it. At the end of 3 quarters, the Dallas Wings are firmly in control, leading with defense, pace, and outstanding team basketball. The opening half has been a real test of execution on both ends, and you can already see Jose Fernandez demanding more discipline from his group. He'll be pleased with stretches of defensive intensity, but turnovers have been the clear problem for Dallas. Careless possessions are keeping Washington in the game despite inconsistent shooting. Washington has actually shot around 45% from the field, while the Wings are closer to 35%, but the difference has been giveaways. Every mistake is turning into transition chances, and that's kept the momentum swinging back and forth. Early on, Georgia Ogunbowale showed her confidence, stepping into a smooth 3 after reading the defense perfectly. But Paige Bueckers quickly answered, finding her rhythm in the mid-range, her favorite spot on the floor. Once she gets there, she looks completely in control. Dallas pushed the tempo whenever they got stops, and that's where they looked most dangerous. One-and-done defensive possessions turned into quick buckets in transition, exactly what Coach Fernandez wants. Jessica Shepard has been a major presence inside, active on the glass, physical in the paint, and consistently creating second-chance opportunities. Her impact has been felt even when she's not scoring, especially with offensive rebounds and extra possessions. Washington, though, kept responding. Sonia Citron and others tried to stabilize the offense, but Dallas' pressure on ball screens and passing lanes made it difficult to find clean looks. The Wings' defensive scheme forced turnovers and rushed decisions throughout the half. Then came the turning point. Dallas started to settle in. Ogunbowale hit from deep, Bueckers controlled the mid-range, and the Wings began to string together stops. That combination opened the floor completely. As the half progressed, Dallas ball movement improved dramatically. Quick passes, weak side cuts, and unselfish play started breaking Washington's defense apart. Every player became a threat, and that balance made it hard for the Mystics to load up on anyone. By the end of the half, the Wings had built momentum through energy, defense, and better decision-making. Washington stayed competitive, but turnovers and missed opportunities prevented them from taking control. At halftime, it's clear. Dallas has the edge in energy and transition play, but if they clean up the turnovers, they can take full control of this game. The 4th quarter opens with Dallas firmly in control, and Cody McMahon continues to show why there's so much excitement around her game. The rookie knocks down a smooth jumper, and even when she gets to the rim, she's aggressive enough to draw contact and earn free throws. Washington, though, is still searching for answers defensively. But the story of this game has been Dallas' balance and rhythm. Paige Bueckers continues to orchestrate everything. Whether she's scoring or setting teammates up, she's dictating the tempo. Her ability to draw defenders and create space has opened the floor for everyone else, especially in off-ball movement. That connection between Bueckers and her teammates has been the difference. Cora comes in and makes an immediate impact, cutting hard, finishing plays, and feeding off Bueckers' attention from the defense. Dallas is playing with confidence, and more importantly, with chemistry. Every time Washington tries to respond, Dallas has an answer. McMahon attacks again, gets to the rim, and draws a foul, showing that aggressive mindset the Mystics will be encouraged by despite the score. But defensively, they just can't slow the Wings down in transition or in half-court rotations. Then comes the signature sequence of the night. Bueckers into the 2-man game, manipulating the defense, reading every rotation, and finding the open cutter for an easy finish. It's textbook execution. Simple, smart, and deadly effective. Lauren Betts also continues to be a strong interior presence, finishing inside and giving Washington some moments of resistance, but Dallas ball movement keeps breaking them down. The Wings' spacing has been elite. Every possession feels like a read-and-react system. Drive, kick, cut, and punish. That's why the lead continues to grow. Even as Washington gets a few late baskets from Lucy Olsen and others, the gap is simply too big. Dallas defense has done its job all night, winning the turnover battle, controlling the paint, and limiting second chances. In the closing minutes, the energy from the bench says it all. Young players like Zia James bring highlight-level flashes, and the entire roster is engaged as Dallas closes it out strong. And finally, the buzzer sounds. Basketball and hoop final score, Dallas Wings 92, Washington Mystics 69. A dominant, statement win for Dallas, responding perfectly after their previous loss. Strong defense, unselfish offense, and a breakout-level performance from their young core, led by Paige Bueckers' control of the game from start to finish.